What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin XCN USD. It is the 28th day of July, and here we are breaking new lows, sitting at 00336 with roughly 9 hours and 18 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. The price is down 2.6% on the day. We are dropping, but we're dropping slowly. There's not a whole lot of selling pressure, not a lot of volume picking up to drop the price here. And again, the reason why I believe that is, I've theorized this, is there's just nobody left to sell. If you've been holding this whole time, like I have, I mean, you're probably not going to sell. Right? I would assume, why would you sell here at prior resistance? Why would you sell here from a low to a high, the all-time low, to the last cycle high, a very significant fib retracement to make? Why? Come on now. I'm trying to get it right there. Why would you sell here in the golden pocket, right in the golden ratio? Why would you sell there? It doesn't make sense. Whenever a little bit of volume, a very small amount, you can see it there, right, how small that volume was, can send this thing up at any given time over 80%. From a low to a high, over 100%, hundreds of percents. We can see it from the same area, you guys. We literally, from this exact same price, 1 week later, we were up 14x. There's more coins diluting the supply now. Maybe we can't see that same move. We're in a bear market. We're not in a bull market. But still, we can see phenomenal growth from this area. We've seen huge moves down. We've seen huge moves up. Again, I just don't think the incentive to sell is there. Maybe the selling is coming from high-profile individuals who are staking and taking their staking rewards and selling them on the open markets to keep the lights on. I don't know. But here we are at the slow point. I'm unfazed. At this point, we're just waiting. We're patiently waiting. Yes, you're down about 5% on the week so far, but I expect, as I have for the past couple of months now, that we are going to see some type of pump like OnyxCoin likes to do, one of these just random miracle pumps that comes in any given day, any given week. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. It could be a month from now. Who knows? But sometime soon, I suspect we are going to see a nice move up. And whenever, it wouldn't surprise me the way that these pumps have happened if it actually happened right before Bitcoin started getting its freak on to the downside. Like we see OnyxCoin, because then OnyxCoin pumped here, and that was right at the time that Bitcoin really dumped, right? So then whenever Bitcoin dumped, OnyxCoin dumped with it, but it didn't get a lower low. It wasn't decimated in the price. If Bitcoin dumps, I wonder if OnyxCoin would dump with it, or again, if maybe it just drops a little bit, or maybe we've pumped beforehand, so if it does drop a lot, we're really just at the same price here. I don't know. That's something I'm curious about. That's something I'm wondering with this next move. I'm also wondering if we can get above this high. I think it's completely possible, completely within the wheelhouse of probabilities for OnyxCoin to break above this level. I mean, it's a big move. It's a 2.5x move to get above this high, but we've seen bigger moves than that in this time of this drop here. We've definitely seen bigger moves than that. So it wouldn't take much for OnyxCoin, at least, to see a higher high. The goal here is to get above this high, because then again we are getting a higher macro high. Whoops, I did not mean to draw it like that. It just happened like that. We get a higher macro high, and we break out of this trend all at the same time. Ideally, some volume comes in, all that stuff. Ideally, instead of up and then all the way back down, up and then all the way back down, up and then all the way back down and lower. Instead of that, ideally we would pump and we would consolidate. We can go down, but not all the way back down, something like that. That would set us up for the next move up. I do believe OnyxCoin has more growth in it. I'm still holding. I haven't sold. I'm staking right now a lot of OnyxCoin, and I'm just waiting for the good times to roll. Until then, we're waiting for the prices to go down, and I am planning on buying more. We're about to hit the threshold where I will buy more, which is right here. If we do get down to 003 or lower, I might just double my position. I really, if not double it, then at least add a sizable amount to it. I'm considering putting in a decent bit of cash down here at these levels, because again, staking is nice, 30% APR, and we're just at a low point, man. We've been dropping for so long. Nothing moves in a straight line forever. Overall, structurally speaking, you've got a low here, a nice rounded bottom low, a higher low, which is all part of this rounded bottom process, and then here, this is another higher low. Higher lows on higher lows. What it genuinely might take, is for us to come down to this trend line and actually go just below it. See, I don't think that we would come down and find support at this trend line. I don't think that's what would happen. Maybe it does, and that'd be great if it does. Typically, with these trend lines, what you'll see is support just below them. You'll find support just below. And if we were to find support just below, let's see, from a low to a high here, does that line up with any fibs? Yeah, the 1886200 right there. We're also right here, let's see, at this golden ratio. Yeah, we're right here at this golden ratio right now, the 1618 from this very significant pivot. This could be the bouncing point, guys. Again, why would you want to sell here? Prior resistance, golden ratio support here from the extension, and then from the cycle low, the all-time low, to the cycle high, golden ratio retracement. You got golden ratio on golden ratio, macro highs, finding support, very low volume. Any day we could this thing could be completely 180 from here. And if we were to move up, the next target area would be right around 1 cent to about 1.23 cents. So that's $0.01 to $0.0123, somewhere in that range. That's kind of the expectation at the moment. MACD slowly building. Not a whole lot going on there. Daily time frame showing a little bit of life, but to the downside now. Right, it's a little bit less boring at least. Stochastics are oversold. The RSI is right here. I mean, for how bearish these things look, we're really not getting that bearish of a move. We're moving down. We're kind of in free fall here, and the free fall that we're getting is 2.6%. So again, we're at this area where it doesn't look like it here in the short term, but you zoom out, we're at this area of decent value, of decent support. And again, from the overall high from the last cycle, we're down over 90%. You're down like 93% right now. That's a phenomenal area of value. That's a phenomenal time to get in. And anybody who's had their eyes on this, who wants to take a swing on this for the next cycle and stake the whole way through. I mean, imagine here, you bought this thing here or here, whenever they're doing like 40% APR, and you staked all that time, and then it pumped. You saw a 20x. Actually, this was more than a 20x overall. From a low to a high here, this was like a 48x. And then you sold, you distributed out along the way. I mean, you probably made some solid gains. Imagine if you just staked and you never sold at all. You're still up a tremendous amount. You're still up an absolutely phenomenal amount. Even if you bought like the highs of these areas here, you're still up about 2x just from the gains. And then with the staking, you're probably up like over 3x with the overall gains, because it's been a long time. It's been since 2024, and even before then that we've been in these kind of low areas. Again, nobody knows what's coming next. My assumption is we're closer to a bounce than we are to plummeting from here. But if Bitcoin does enter a free fall phase, if we do start to hit that finale movement down now, and OnyxCoin doesn't bounce beforehand, we could be in trouble. We could see the price. And again, if we do drop lower, it's completely acceptable to consider something at 0024, sorry, 3024 to, it is, sorry, 0024 to 002 as a possible target outcome. I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Onyx is still building. That's what we love to see. We love to see building in the bear market. That's a phenomenal thing. Building, developing every step of the way. It's more fundamentally valuable here than it was here by a long shot. There's so much more going for it now than there was here. The only reason why we pumped here is because there was a lot of hype during the bull market, right? We're in the bear market. Things are dead in the bear market, but they come back to life when the bear winter is over. I've got nothing else. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.